So I've taken out this bolt here and the two here. And from this point, I don't see anything else to remove, so it's probably on the other side, so let's get this baby flipped over. I could be wrong. I'm going to go on a limb and say that this is probably the only thing holding it on, and that's just for the seat, but who knows, it might be going through something. Either way, I need to get the liquid wrench out and a pipe. Well, that theory was completely right, and I can't wait to have this big gas tank installed. That's a big boy. Looks like I have 2 more bolts to take out. And really, this is not the part that scares me. Dinky is the part that scares me because I have to take a lot of stuff off it. Oh, here it is. Now I gotta really hope that that other AYP over there has the same clearance. If not, I'm breaking out the angle grinder and I'm making it. Just gotta get rid of some cables and we'll have these fender off. And I'll need some adapting, but I think we'll have a look. It looks so naked. Things aren't going as well. Stuff's not lining up and the fenders are different sizes. I might have to use the gray fenders. Which means I might have to go out and buy more paint. Things will fit with minor modifications, so I will be heading out to the store later to get some paint. Doing some painting, and preparing to doing some painting, but it's still a little wet. And here's our wire we're going to be using. All nice and pretty. Dinky is primed and ready to paint when I buy more paint because I'm out of paint again. Well, I like the old fenders better, but it'll be worth a huge gas tank. Here's how Dinky's gonna look, except for I haven't painted the black yet, and this isn't like screwed on or anything, it's just a test fit. So you don't even got a gas tank. Maybe someday I'll do this, but not today. But you see, I could take a bolt or something and weld it somewhere on this linkage up here, and have the bolt where it lands up here, and have a piece of metal that sticks out and goes over to here, and spray paint the thing neon green, and then when I shift, it'll actually tell me what position I'm in, and with the 6-speed transmission in the 5-gear spot, if I don't see it, I know I'm in 6th gear. And yeah, the thing could be a pole going up and then plate going like that. If I don't do it, somebody else should, but I'm not doing it now. About to throw the fenders on. Got my American Blue Sparkle shifter linkage, gas tank. Stuff's happening. I like it. Making progress. It's looking good. Yeah, I really like this paint scheme. And we're going to get rid of some of the wiring in here. I'm going to get rid of every leftover from the old safety. This is the majority of the electrical system rewired. So there's the starter relay down there with the wire running to it. There's my ground for the 0 gauge. So this guy will come up to the battery like over here. And the other one will come up back here. And then I'll just run this to the starter here, and that's it. And I've decreased the amount of wires in it. Oh yeah, and I guess before I put the battery tray in, I want to finish wiring up the voltmeter, or the tachometer's bullshit device. Chase, I can't see. Can you help with that?
Maybe.
Please?
Oh, fuck. I'll help you in a minute.
Oh, shit! That's one way to stay warm in the winter. That fucker's hot. Yeah, I'd watch out. These pine needles are pine needles. It's one heck of a mess. I think my rims went in it blue at some point because I really like that. Because I do want it to be red, white, and blue. And black. But, see the wiring's coming together. I got these installed and about hooked up. So I'll have a tachometer and voltmeter again. That'll be nice. You know, I'm having a little idea here. Maybe you guys can motivate me, but I've got these old stock fenders and I got these fenders which make it look different, and this will make me sit higher, increasing my center of gravity. I don't know if rolling will be a concern, but it has me thinking, should I dullies? And you know, cut these fenders off at the end here and bolt, rivet, weld, whatever to extend it to cover the wheels. I don't know. What do you guys think? Keep in mind that if I do dullies, I'm going to have to do something different with the exhaust because it's not going to fit there. Although honestly, now I think about it, if I do dullies, the exhaust could probably still fit under the transaxle. I'll just make taking the transaxle off a little more annoying. But I won't need to take it off if I get it where it doesn't break. Maybe I should get the transaxle going and see how I like it then. But I'd need the wider axle shafts if I'm going to do dullies, so I'd have to make the decision before I do that, wouldn't I? Yeah, you guys Tell me what you think. I know this is kind of terrible, but without cutting, this is the best I can get to try to give you an idea what Dinky would look like if I dullied it. That's about how much that fender would hang over the side, although, you know, I'd had the back lined up with that. But yeah, do you think? I don't know, what do you think? Think I should do it? Leave a comment below. I have completed all of the electrical work other than physically plugging up the starter, but I'm not going to plug it up because that starter's kind of toasted. But we plugged this in, we turned this on, the tachometer and the voltmeter come on, and if we turn the key, hear that big relay click, and we got power. So I got to rebuild the starter, snorkel the thing, fix the hood, and deal with the rear end, and this thing will be driving again. And so my meters don't die, I've attempted to coat them in silicone to watertight them. In fact, I need to see if I can find some clear stuff and coat the faceplates with them so it won't drip around the edges. I got the sides, but I need something clear for the faceplate. I'm about to call it a day here, but before I'm done, like, I'm not even going to install the tachometer. It's going to go, the sensor is going to go right here on the big air shroud, but I'm not going to deal with that till I've dealt with the starter issues. But yeah, there's one more thing I'm going to do today. I'm going to pop the steering wheel off, and I'm going to put the little steering neck piece on from the other guy, if it'll fit. I think it'll fit. Yeah, so Dinky will have a little bit of steering-ness. You know, I do like the look of the steering wheel thing, but it's not going there because it mounts up differently and the plate and stock interferes, assuming that's stock. So, I don't know, I just think it'll take too much effort, and I don't care about the damn cover that much. It works just fine like that. You know, I'm glad it didn't work, because that thing would have made it a lot harder to see the voltmeter over the steering wheel, because there would have been a big box obstructing from here. This wasn't an entire waste, because I popped this off, and this thing rattles at certain RPMs. So I'm going to take this foam from dumpster stuff and put this under here so it has pressure. And it'll probably rot in 5 or 10 years, but I'll have to replace it again, but oh well. That fast. I've also made another change decision. I am going to cut the exhaust off here so I can make this thing run a little sooner, and later on I'm gonna take it down. It's gonna go run under like this, and it's gonna expand even bigger, and it's gonna come out at an angle about here. The little retaining ring here fell out of this guy, and this one lost all its bearings, so I popped it out, a bearing out of this guy, and it's gonna go in here. I just gotta tap that guy in with my tapper wrench. If you haven't seen my old redneck mower videos, a long time ago I got this thing and another one for free because one of my friends' relatives had probably 25 lawn tractors and garden tractors. They just wanted rid of them. Kyle was taking them to the junkyard to sell them for scrap metal. Something like this he would have got $25 for. And there was a Massey Ferguson of this era that was scrapped for $25. And I was like, oh, I wanted that thing. I didn't want the Craftsman. I wanted the Massey, because I was like, oh, I want the scrap metal weight. The Massey weighs more. You can't have that. Take something lighter. So I took the Craftsman. But yeah, I stole the amp meter out of it, and it fits perfectly in here. If I install an electrical system, which I might now, I could take the generator out of the 990. Although I'm probably not going to put a starter on it, or I'm probably not going to put a battery in it. I'm still fine with pull start. I could just use that to run headlights, which don't exist yet. Well, I guess that's it for today. I tried doing some pull starts, but I couldn't get Dinky to run. And when I had the key on, after a couple minutes, both the meters quit working. And I had silicone and a full day to dry. This is the third set of meters I've put in this fucking thing. They always die. What the hell?